Welcome to the AlienAdventures. This is a story about 4 friends and an alien's adventures travelling through galaxies. Chapter 2: Attack of the Buzzles. Max's mission log. Cat, Ant, Tiger and I have made some new friends. An alien called Knock and his robot, Seven. Together, we travelled through space on board the microship Excelsior to Knock's home, Planet Exus. We had plenty of adventures along the way. Current location, Planet Exus. In our last adventure, when we reached Planet Exus, we found out that it had been taken over by a space villain called Badlaw and his army of robotic cruels. Badlaw wanted us to surrender. We managed to get away and land on Planet Exus. Now Nox wants our help to defeat Badlaw. The microfriends were standing by their ship in an alien forest. I have to find my parents, said Knock. I'm really worried about them. We'll come with you, said Max. Seven touched a button on his chest. It made the microship invisible. Nobody will be able to find the ship now, said Seven. They grew back to normal size and set off into the forest. Knock led the way. Ant looked around at the alien trees and the flowers. Some of the plants seemed droopy and faded, but he noticed that they grew brighter when Knock passed them by. Suddenly, they heard a loud rumbling sound. Hide, said Max. They scrambled into the bushes just in time. 2 giant metal balls rumbled by. More of Badlaw's cruels, whispered Tiger. What does Badlaw want? Asked Ant. He wants to steal all of my planet's power, said Knock. He's already taken a lot. That's why some of the plants and flowers look so faded. Just then, Cat let out a yelp. A large insect was buzzing around her. It had purple and orange stripes and 6 wings. It also had a very, very large sting. Don't worry, Cat, said Seven. It's just a buzzle. They're only dangerous when they're in a swarm. I hope you're right, said Cat. She kept still and the buzzle moved on. The buzzle whisked quickly around each of them. Ant noticed that some of its stripes looked dull and faded. The buzzle reached Knock and stopped. Then it hovered in front of him. Its stripes grew brighter and brighter. Interesting, thought Ant as he watched it fly off. The friends came out of their hiding place and kept on walking. My home isn't far from here, Knock said. Hang on a second, said Tiger. Can you hear buzzing? Yes, you're right, said Max. It must be another buzzle. The buzzing got louder. It wasn't just one buzzle, it was a whole swarm. The swarm stopped and hovered above Knock. Whatever you do, said Seven, don't. Run! cried Cat. They ran through the forest as the swarm buzzed after them. Quick, shrink, said Max. Cat and Tiger pushed the buttons on their watches. Then they hid. The others hadn't heard Max, though. They kept running. The buzzles flew straight past Seven. They headed for Ant and Knock. The swarm buzzed madly around their heads. Ant couldn't see through the swarm. He stopped. He hadn't been stung even once. The buzzles were still chasing Knock. Stop running, shouted Ant. What? cried Knock. He didn't get a chance to say anything else. The swarm seemed to swallow him up. The buzzers began to glow. The others arrived beside Ant. What's happening? asked Cat, gasping. Don't worry, Knock's gonna be okay, said Ant. How do you know that? said Max. All the plants brightened up when Knock's power walked past them, said Ant. His power makes them better. It must work for the Buzzles too. Nock looked sad. Bad law has taken so much power from the planet, he said. It's made the plants and animals sick. At last the insects flew away. The friends set off again, more determined than ever to stop bad law.